What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I want to give you guys some quick Atlanta Falcons news, and then I also want to talk about wide receiver Calvin Ridley. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Also hit that like button for your boy. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys for continuing to tune in to my content. If you would like to follow your boy on Twitter, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you would like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. But like I said, I really appreciate all you guys do for my channel. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So first off, in Atlanta Falcons news, the Atlanta Falcons signed 5 of their rookies from the rookie draft class today. Tyquan Graham, the defensive tackle slash defensive end. He actually signed his rookie contract today. He's the rookie out of Texas. Frank Darby, he's the wide receiver out of the University of Arizona State. He signed his rookie contract today. Jalen Mayfield, who's the offensive lineman. He's an offensive guard slash offensive tackle. He signed his rookie deal. He was drafted out of Michigan. Also, Avery Williams, the cornerback out of Boise State slash special teams and return man. He also signed his rookie deal today. AO is what I call him, but his last name I believe is pronounced Ogundeji. He's the defensive end slash outside linebacker out of the University of Notre Dame. He also signed his rookie deal today. And I believe that's all of the guys that signed their rookie deals today. It was 5 of them that signed. So I'm going to say it again. Frank Darby, Tyquan Graham, Jalen Mayfield, Avery Williams, and I think I'm leaving somebody out. But those 5 guys signed their rookie contracts today, and Ogundeji. Those were the 5 guys that signed their rookie contracts today. So shout out to those guys for signing that rookie deal. Shout outs to Terry Fontenot in the front office for starting to get these rookie deals done. Now that Julio Jones has been traded, it created the cap space that we needed to sign these guys. So it's just a few guys left that needs to be signed. Kyle Pitts is one of those guys that hasn't signed yet, from my understanding. And offensive lineman center Drew Dahlman. I believe those 2 guys are the rookies that so far that hasn't signed their rookie deals. So shout outs, like I said, to the guys that officially signed, and they're officially Atlanta Falcons. So shout outs to those guys, and big ups to Terry Fontenot for getting the deal, getting the deals done. Now in other news, that's pretty much all I had for Atlanta Falcons news. I also want to talk about wide receiver Calvin Ridley. Today he actually had a media session or a press conference for the first time this season, for the new season. As you know, Calvin Ridley did have foot surgery, and he was asked about the minor foot surgery that he had. He said he's able to walk, and he has been at Falcons minicamp. He hasn't been participating in the on-field activities, but he has been in the locker room. He has been in the virtual meetings and things of that nature, and the face-to-face meetings that these guys are having. He's been there for the offensive installs and things of that nature. So he says he expects to be ready for training camp, but he's taking it one day at a time because, with injuries, any type of injuries, you may have setbacks and things of that nature. So he definitely, I think he will be ready definitely for week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles, which will be our home opener. But I'm not too sure how much we're going to see out of him in training camp and in preseason. I do think that Calvin Ridley needs to take it easy. But they asked Calvin Ridley about the whole Julio Jones situation and what did he learn from a guy like Julio Jones when he was here in Atlanta. And Calvin Ridley basically stated when Julio Jones was here, he tried to compete with Julio Jones. He tried to outdo Julio Jones. Anytime he stepped on the field, he wanted to go out there and work as hard as a player like Julio Jones because he looks up to Julio. And he talked about how Julio and Mohamed Sanu took him under their wing when he first came in. And I think that Julio Jones definitely had a huge impact on all of the wide receivers, but especially a guy like Calvin Ridley. I think that Calvin Ridley is going to benefit from being under Julio Jones's wing for the last 2 years. And I definitely think that Calvin Ridley is ready to take the next step to be that number one wide receiver for our Atlanta Falcons. In his interview today, from what I've seen, he looked very confident. They asked him about, being targeted more. And he basically talked about last season how he basically benefited from Julio Jones being injured. And he basically stated, his numbers were a lot better because Julio Jones was off the field and he was able to get more targets. So I definitely think that Calvin Ridley did a solid job last season of capitalizing on his opportunity. I think that last season was a good audition and gave us a little bit of a taste of what it would be like with having Calvin Ridley as the number one wide receiver. I believe last season Calvin Ridley had about 7 or 8 games, if not more, of over 100 yards receiving. So he definitely was a guy that was very productive. He had over 1,300 yards receiving. His first year that he eclipsed 1,000 yards receiving in his 3-year career. So I definitely think that Calvin Ridley is going to have a big season. I expect huge things from a guy like Calvin Ridley. Like I said, I do expect him to pick up right where he left off last season. I do think that the stakes have been raised because of Julio Jones, and he basically talked about that in his interview as well, that these guys are going to have to step up and that he has big shoes to fill. But he did believe, or he did state that he believes, this wide receiver core is being underrated, and he expects this wide receiving core to surprise a lot of people. And he also talked about Arthur Smith and how he loves that Arthur Smith is holding these guys accountable. He said it doesn't matter who you are on this roster. He's holding all of these guys accountable. And I really feel like the way that Arthur Smith is going about laying the foundation for these Atlanta Falcons is going to be huge for building that winning culture that, I'm going to treat everybody the same, from the top guy to the last man on the roster. I'm going to treat the first strings just like I treat the third strings, that if you jump off sides or you mess up in practice, you're going to run laps. And I love the disciplinary attitude that a guy like Arthur Smith has. I love, the discipline, the accountability, and I love the way that he's going about pushing these players to be great. So I definitely think that Calvin Ridley is going to have a big season. I love, like I said, the confidence that Calvin Ridley talked with. He talked with a lot of confidence. If you go watch the interview today, and I definitely, like I said, think that Calvin Ridley is going to take the next step. I could really see him having another season with 1,300 to 1,400 yards. I could also definitely see him making the Pro Bowl, because I feel like last season, because the Falcons didn't have a good season, he was snubbed from making the Pro Bowl, even though he had the best season of his career. But I do expect this season, Calvin Ridley, as him being the number one wide receiver and taking another step forward, as long as he can stay healthy, knock on wood, I definitely think that Calvin Ridley is going to have a huge year for our Atlanta Falcons, and he's going to turn a lot of heads this season. And I expect the Falcons to be able to win a lot of games due to Arthur Smith and his brilliant offensive mind and him understanding situational football, understanding when you have the lead, you need to run the ball and drain clock, and playing solid physical on the offensive line and on the defensive line. But with that being said, this being your boy Jew. You guys let me know what you think of the video. What do you think about Calvin Ridley? Do you think Calvin Ridley is going to have a big season this year? Personally, I think that Calvin Ridley is going to be a Pro Bowler, and I definitely think he's going to take a step forward. And also talk about the rookies. How you feel about the rookies, signing their new deals. I'm definitely excited about these guys to see what these guys can bring to the table. But with that being said, this be your boy Jew. I'll holler at you guys in the next video. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys. If you enjoy my content, definitely hit that like button for your boy. And also, if you are interested, you can also go over to my affiliates, Atlanta Falcons Nation, and also hit the subscribe button there as well. We just hit 1,500 subscribers over there at AFN. And I hit 1,200 subscribers. So we're on the road to 2,000. But I really appreciate all you guys do. Continue to tune in. And with that being said, this been your boy Jew. And also, before I end the video, I also want to drop a quick plug. Tomorrow night, I will be going live as I do every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. It will be another episode of What's the Word Dirty Bird. So you're definitely going to tune in to that tomorrow night. We will be talking about Matt Ryan, and we will be talking about what makes a player elite. That's what we'll be talking about tomorrow on What's the Word Dirty Bird. So definitely tune in tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We'll do a Q&A session as always. I'll take your questions, and I also will talk about Matt Ryan and what makes a quarterback elite, what makes a player elite. But with that being said, this be your boy Jew. I'll holler at you guys in the next video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. Peace.